Hello, 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 and I am your host, Nada. Today we are the Manga Podcast with my co-host, Azrael, and Zachary Blake, and Classic.
Okay, cool. Still going with this. My name's on the screen, whatever.
Is it
It is
really
on the
though?
screen,
Is it
and
really?
there's also links. So I mean, there's
Is it
multiple things
really
that
though?
say not Klesk.
Yeah, it's cool. No, it's cool.
At one point, we're gonna put up not Klesk as the nameplate.
But then I have to like spend 20 seconds.
I'll make it for you. I'll make the nameplate for you.
I mean, I think it
Jesus
would be easier for me to
Christ.
do it myself,
Probably, considering you already have it.
and I did it before.
Yeah. You read Horimiya,
Yep. Shit.
chapters 1 through 20. They still haven't fucked. The end.
They're not going to fuck.
If they,
They're not going to fuck.
man,
Hold
what
on.
they did, and then a plane hit their building.
So,
And it became like an action manga where like they're dodging planes falling from the sky.
She would just complain at the fucking plane. How can you not feel embarrassed, plane coon?
Okay, you're right.
so
You
we're
crash
just
into
gonna,
people's buildings like this and you have no embarrassment. Ooh ah!
we're going to keep this part of it short here, just so you know. It's
Don't read
a decent shoujo manga.
Like,
On a shoujo scale, it's a 6. On a normal manga scale, it's like a 4. That's
give
where
it
we're at.
3.
Now we're skipping to spoilers because I'm gonna see. We're on chapter 48 now. Let's see if they fucked yet.
you know what I've realized about Horimiya? Horimiya made me like realize I don't understand girls at all.
I don't understand girls that read this manga.
I thought I did. And
It-
then I
the-
read
the problem
this,
is
and then
this
I'm
is a
like,
super-
I don't.
This manga does super well in like every shoujo ranking too.
God
Is the
damn it.
problem? Like this is really popular.
Like, I always
Again,
think,
it was
like,
based on a popular webcomic. Maybe the webcomic was better, but like, Jesus.
It's like I've always thought, like, man, whenever they people like, oh, I have trouble writing like girl characters, I'm like, you know what? Just think like write like a person. Now I'm like, I don't
There-
know. Maybe I'm
So,
wrong
cha-
about that. Maybe
Chapter
I don't know.
chapter 48. There is now not only has no one did it yet, there are now 4 separate people who aren't getting to do it, but have
Great.
someone to do it with.
Great. Awesome. Fuck.
Perfect.
Like legitimately, I don't understand. Like, I feel like I'm like,
Sexual frustration, the manga.
I feel like we should just cut it here, and then just cut to us playing Skullgirls for 20 minutes.
I don't have schoolgirls. Cut to them playing schoolgirls for 20 minutes while I sit on the line and yell things at them.
pretty much. Also, so let's talk about why this is bad. The art is generic and everybody looks exactly the damn same.
Okay,
Well, yes,
I
actually,
like
in some ways.
it's pretty generic, but I like the art,
I
honestly.
legitimately can't tell characters apart.
There are about 3 character looks for girls and 2 character looks for guys. Sengoku, the class president, and fucking Miyamura look exactly the same, like, half the time, and then Tuoru and his friends just look fucking identical.
This is what it feels. It feels like those like it's like a video game and they have like 3 hair sliders, but only one
Yeah.
slider.
Yeah, it's like something made in Unity with, like, the same model and different hair.
And sometimes they don't even swap the hair. They just
Mhm.
expect you to just know.
Yeah, and here's the thing that's bullshit too. Like, in the first chapter, like, Miyamura's main thing is that, like, oh, hey, when I'm outside of school, my hair and, like, body are different. And then he never does that again. Ever. Like, he slowly just turns
No.
into, like, his school person.
He does.
There's a spoiler I got to see though. Apparently, eventually he takes the tattoo on his shoulder and gets like a full Yakuza style tattoo that goes across his back.
Big
So
fucking
that's-
whoop. It changes
So that's
nothing.
kind of dope. I don't know. I just like the tattoo.
It was a cool tattoo. Wait, are you talking about the one where Soda's like, oh, wings on your back?
No, the one that links all the way across from shoulder here, like where it has the shitty one on his arm, and it links from like here up across and down the back. It's in like chapter 30 something.
Oh, okay, I didn't read that far.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
30. Oh, I didn't even read that far. I just saw a picture and I was like, holy shit. I like the tattoo.
Yeah, his body is cool. His tattoos are cooler shit. And, like, if he was just, like, the only character in this and was doing fun things, I might read it. But, like, everything else is just, boring.
The characters are terrible. The girl, she complains. She feels like the worst person.
Yeah, it's like you want him, but you don't want him. Like, why are you even hesitating
Like,
at this
he
point?
will,
What is
like-
your reason
He
for
said-
not going out with him?
And he also
Okay.
feels like the whiniest person.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you brought me a sandwich.
Where we ended this at too is just a perfect example of that. Her sitting there, oh no, he told me that he liked me. What do I do?
Fucking date him!
Like,
Jesus!
there's an internal conflict about this.
He doesn't even know that you know!
And here's the thing: this isn't even a harem series, so it doesn't even have
Oh.
that excuse.
There's no harem here. They're just a dude. Okay, so there's a guy who has been going over to this chick's house and bringing her food and presents and shit,
And hanging out
For,
with her
like-
little brother.
and hang out with her little brother and shit for like what? I think 20 chapters in, we're in like a full year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he's been doing this every day for a year, and he hasn't gotten anything out of that yet.
Yeah.
He's
And
easily brought her at least like $300 worth of cake.
technically
And
he
she
got
complains.
friends
She
and like
complains
visited.
about it.
But like really?
Oh no, Horimiya-kun.
She
Oh, wait,
complains
what's his name
about
again?
Miyamura.
Miyamura? Yeah, Miyamura. Oh, Miyamura, stop embarrassing me by bringing me cake.
Miyamura-kun, how can you never feel awkward or embarrassed in these situations? It's like, because it's not a big fucking deal!
Miyamura-kun, stop taking off your shirt in front of me daily.
No, that is
Me
kind of
and-
weird.
Miyamura-kun, stop taking off your shirt when I ask you to!
Miyamura-kun, stop doing
Miyamura-kun, I have a
Take
slight...
care of my family for me.
Miyamura-kun, stop being perfect! I don't want perfect, I want to yell.
Miyamura-kun, I'm having a slight fever, so I'm hallucinating that you're my mother.
That's so bullshit, like how?
Remember the time
Really?
remember the time there was a character who was like, "Hey, I want to ask him out," and she was like, "No."
No,
Yeah.
you can't. I want the dick.
And
Oh
then-
yeah,
and
like,
that was
it
like
starts to
chapter
become a
2.
harem, and then she's just like, no, we're shooting this down now.
And then she doesn't do anything, so she's literally sabotaging his life.
Yeah, and then like the whole point of like the first 10 chapters, it's like let's keep the fact that Miyamura is a different person outside of school secret, and not let anyone know that we could potentially be dating. And then like 5 chapters later, everyone knows everything, and they're still trying to make out like it's a secret. Like, what are you doing?
Well, no, but and then they're still doing the thing where he's like, "Oh no, I can't change in this locker room." And then there's the part where he has the weird, awkward joke about, "I'm having the menstrual cramps."
It's like, how do you not?
What the?
You're in high school. Really?
Now that might just be a Japan thing. I do think that's kind of a Japan thing.
I really
I mean,
don't think it is.
Well, I mean, what are you talking about? Like the tattoos and piercings? Yeah.
No, the fact that he doesn't know about like the menstrual cycle.
No, he obviously knows what the menstrual.
Yeah, I
like,
was actually
it
confused
was
about
it was
that
it was
when I
supposed to be a joke.
It was a bad joke.
It was a gag. Like it's not.
I mean, that's a terrible.
Yeah, it's a bad joke, but
I mean,
obviously that
what
was
I
supposed to
read,
be
he was
taken
legitimately
literally.
questioning whether or not he was on his menstrual cycle.
It would have surprised me if he
I
was.
don't-
He does kind of seem like a girl.
He's really stupid.
He might be a girl.
He's not. Well, actually, it's up for debate.
There's like,
No,
You heard it here
Jones.
first.
If you think about how he acts, he might be a girl.
You hear it here first from us. Women are stupid.
Apparently,
That's
I
if you like
I like
this,
how,
you're stupid.
I like how I've been like the person who's like never. It's always been like, you know what? I kind of, but this manga, it's fucking with me.
God.
I like to think that this manga made me think less of people.
It kind
I
of,
certainly think less of this manga writer.
I didn't think
Oh.
highly of him to begin with, so you know,
Let's see what else he wrote.
nothing. Hopefully,
Menstrual
Hero.
Cycles, the manga.
He's written Hori-san to Miyamura-kun, which is a different thing.
How,
It's one that he drew.
oh, you mean like the original comic?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
I can't.
Yeah.
I was about to read this. World Customized Creator.
I forgot.
That looks kind of interesting.
So now it doesn't.
Yeah, and then he made Spirit Migration and nothing else. But World Customized Creator.
Wait,
I might-
apparently there's a fucking anime of this shit.
Yeah. No, the anime does really well too.
God damn it.
Horimiya?
Yeah. People like this shit.
Why?
Dying of fire.
Because it's, you know what? It itches a specific want that people have that read this shit. Like they want a love story,
Frustration?
pretty much a love story with no payoff. Did you know? I just learned this because I was listening to a like a podcaster I listened to do a review of the 50 Shades of Grey movie. Pretty much of him just saying that it was terrible. But did you know that book doesn't like it ends before any BDSM happens?
Really?
You kidding me?
So what happens?
The first book doesn't have BDSM in it. You don't get that until like the second or third book.
That sounds terrible.
Well,
That's what these people want. Do you know how well 50 Shades of Grey sold?
Enough to make me cry because I could.
This is the
thing,
kind of like
legitimately, I could write better. I'm pretty sure I could write better than that.
I could write better by slapping my dick on the keyboard.
I know that Klesk and I could make better porn than 50 Shades of Grey.
We already have!
Hell yeah.
We did. That was a weird day.
That was a weird day.
That was a fun day.
Oh my god. The person who wrote, like, go to their Wikipedia page. Here, I'll link it to you since you don't know the name. Neither did I 15 seconds ago. It just, this is what our podcast has become.
Oh, what the fuck?
Ew, she looks really greasy.
I thought that was a guy at first.
He looks like a crackhead. Yo, what you doing over here, Copper?
Yeah,
Joe,
no,
Nick,
that's,
you got some crack? I'm looking for some crack so I can finish my novels. That's the only thing that people will buy out of this shit crack-fueled fucking writing sessions. You think any normal person would write her ass look like a poopy starfish? No.
But you literally don't get any BDSM shit until the second book. That's amazing. Like, that's what these people want. They want that tension build up that never pays off.
I want it to pay off in sex. That's what I want. Like, I can understand the tension, but like, I need the payoff.
Hold on.
What would even be the point of a payoff?
But tell me if you wouldn't have enjoyed this manga just a little bit better if, like, chapter 10 or 15 in, they just started bucking.
I would absolutely enjoy it 12 times more.
And they just cut the weird tension bullshit between it, and just two of the characters started boning.
Dude, I want it to be fucking anger sex.
And, well, like, I mean, it doesn't...
I want them to be at the table yelling. Soda-kun comes in and he's like, why are you guys yelling at each other? And she's just like, this guy's a fucking asshole. Slaps and they start making out and having sex on the table in front of the kid. That's what I want.
He's got the idea, but I mean, like at the very like they get that done, and you get to remove the shitty tension part of it, and maybe see if they can do an romance manga, and then see if it's okay. It would at least it's weird. It's anti-tension.
Like, there's no question, but it's just like nothing happens. This is like worse than a harem. There's not even like a plot.
Yeah, actually. And you know what? It just jumps in randomly every chapter. Like, there's no continuity.
Like,
So we've acknowledged that no one cares if I spoil anything in this, right?
Absolutely.
So did we get to... So in chapters 20, because I can't remember because I read a little bit past it in a drunk night.
Mm-hmm.
So did they get to the point where they were like meeting her dad yet?
Well, she has a dad.
Yeah,
oh my god! Oh my god!
Her mom comes over and like flirts with him like twice.
Right.
So his dad shows up, right? Or her dad shows up, right?
Right.
And it's this like rock star dude who's just kind of like, he's pretty much a bro. Comes in, sits down, meets Miyamura, and he's like, "Who's this fucking nerd?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he takes off his shirt and he's like, "Oh, sick tattoo! You should bang my daughter."
Oh my god!
You know what? Like, every anime parent do that. Like have you noticed that's like a really common thing in anime? Like,
anime dads are like, here, I give you the permission to start getting in on that, because
like in America,
high five.
That's like time for dad to bring out the shotgun.
That's wonderful. You
also,
know
it's time for me to run out the window.
Also, he
like
then cooks them a meal, and like the dude's just sitting there, like her dad's just sitting there, and she's like, "Oh shit, he makes amazing curry too. You need to start doing this right now.
I would be like that. If I had a daughter, I would tell her, you know what, this is the best that you're ever going to get, and you need to fucking realize that now.
Well,
He has been a husband to you with no payoff for like a year and a half now, does your shit for you, went out and bought emergency eggs in like 200-degree weather.
Imagine what he'll do when you put something on the table for him to grab.
If you pop that pussy for him, he will change the world.
misogynist cast.
This
I'm-
motherfucker
I'm-
will invent a cure for cancer to get inside of your clitoris.
I'm pretty sure that that's how that works. I'm pretty sure that if as long as you have pussy powering you, you can do anything. That's how.
That's what
fucking
gets me through every day.
Nash from the new Street Fighter. That's how he learned his diamond uppers. Pussy was on the table.
Here's the thing: I don't even care about the payoff. It's just that I don't even understand why she keeps complaining.
Oh yeah.
That's what I mean. It's like, man.
Oh
That
no.
makes any sense.
They do another terrible trope thing with her dad too. That she hates her dad.
Really?
She's pretty much like, yeah, you're a piece of shit. You show up like once every 3 or 4 years.
Okay, that I can understand though.
Or like 2 or 3 years, shit like that. And he's like, you're kind of a lazy asshole.
I don't hate my dad, and I literally kicked me out of the house. Like,
Yeah, no, so,
Excuse me?
like, so she's pretty much just always being a dick to her dad, and he's like, why are you being a dick, though?
Hmm?
And then he goes over, but please fuck my daughter. I feel like if you fuck my daughter, she might be nicer to me.
If you fuck my daughter, all that boiled up tension will go away and just sort of snap like a rubber band
it's
unfurling.
like every character is like, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, except the mother. The mother likes her, I think.
All of her classmates are like, whoa, you're super amazing, super popular. Like, she doesn't do anything. How is she popular?
She doesn't do anything. She doesn't do anything.
She just goes to class and then goes home and cooks.
They're like, whoa, you're so smart. Like, that's not what gets you popular.
Hey, you know what the best part about that shit is, too? She's like, oh, I'm being such a good, pretty much surrogate mother to Soda. Like, no, there was a part in that where just the dude who's been giving you cake for, like, 5 days was walking home one day, and he was like, is that her little brother just standing in front of the school? Did she forget him? And then just picked him up and walked him home and had to buy him a fucking comic on the way home and shit.
Yeah.
Probably because the kid was flipping out.
I mean, what happened was he was getting bullied by another little girl, too. Like, you're not
Yeah.
teaching your brother how to deal with the shit that he's getting put through at school? Like, what are you even doing?
Look, she's smaller than you. As soon as she starts talking shit, you wrap your arm under her, go behind, belly to
Power
back,
slam.
over, suplex. Try to drop her on her head.
I love how quickly that shit changed, too. Like, one day she's, like, calling him names like sissy boy, like fucking bitch. And then the next day it's like, you have an older brother? Hey, we're best friends now, okay?
Hey, look, in 10 years, he's going to write another manga that's going to be about Soda and the little girl. They're now in high school.
Soda girly coon.
Soda Girly-kun.
Oh.
No, wait, Soda's gonna be Sengoku, because that's exactly what happened in this manga.
Oh, okay, if we were throwing out Kamehameha waves,
Okay, for a second I thought, for a second I misheard it and I heard Shin Goku.
No.
That would be amazing.
I'm
If
sure
he
it would.
If he rewrote this with Shin Goku in it.
Hey, you know what I realized though? This character is the complete opposite of the character from Matsumogori-kun. The main character.
Yeah.
He's
Wait,
like
it's
the
what?
Anti-rapist.
He is the anti-rapist. He emanates so much dick power that he has pussy falling before him, and he leaves it all alone.
The pussy kneels.
He's like, nah, I got honor and not rapitude.
Like, to be honest, the problem with it is, like, people, like, if you'll see in the comments, too, people are like, oh, well, I want this to be more realistic. If this was realistic, the second that the detection of, like, maybe getting pussy came in, high school dude just slides in and is like, all right, we're doing this. This is happening. Hey.
So yeah, we've not actually reviewed the manga, but I feel like we've done a good job of conveying what it is.
The manga. It sucks.
We've actually, I feel like we've stayed on point more and more, like on this episode, than we have on anything else. When we're actually trying to review things, it kind of gets just
Well,
nothing gets done.
surprisingly, our most on-point episode was... Wait for it. Miyamoto. Not Miyamoto. Fuck. Minamoto. Minamoto-kun Monogatari was our most on-point episode.
Was it
Yeah.
God, I hated that manga so much.
I mean, this manga,
So
there's
when I
not really
hate-
too much for us to talk about
So
here.
when I hate
I mean, I
stuff,
guess we can,
get on topic.
yeah, pretty much. We can explain what I guess exactly is going on.
Okay,
So-
main character. I mean, one of the main characters, Hori. I mean, Miyamura.
Hori-san
Hori-san is a whiny little girl.
is
who
a
goes
is
to
a
high
blonde girl.
school, and she's whiny. as
She
hell.
goes-
She's like brown-haired,
Does she?
basically.
Oh yeah, no, she is brown hair, isn't she?
But they draw her with clear
With
hair.
completely white hair, which is so bullshit.
Yeah, no, but they draw all the girls with completely white hair.
Yeah, that's you. So they
Nope,
look alike.
pink-haired girl
Oh, yeah,
gets gray hair.
Yeah, yeah. There's one character who doesn't.
What the fuck are you even doing? Do you not understand light colors versus dark colors? Jesus.
No,
No.
but I mean, it's so. We'll start with Hori. So Hori-san is a teenage girl. Who cares what grade they're in? Does anyone care?
Ninth. They're in ninth.
I think.
Ninth grade, whatever. So they're in high school. She is super popular for no reason.
For
because-
no reason, because she doesn't go out with friends.
Yeah,
She
every
doesn't
time she
do
gets
things.
every time she gets invited out for friends, she's like, "Oh no, I can't. I'll go later." And then she goes home because she has to take care of her little brother.
Which he doesn't do.
She goes, which she kind of doesn't do.
Yeah.
Especially as soon as she finds someone else to do it for her.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, okay, that's
But-
kind of normal. Like, it doesn't make her a better person.
Yeah.
No. But she instantly, apparently instantly turns into a soccer mom.
Yep. She just goes
And-
home, does down her hair, and starts vacuuming and shit.
Yep. And then she's going outside, and she's like, "Oh, I'm walking this kid outside," and then he gets bashed in the face by a door because stupid kid. And then it comes out, and it's what's his name?
Miyamura.
Miyamura. So Miyamura is Nerdman.
People think
Nerd.
he's a nerd, but in reality, he's the
They-
gangbanger.
He looks like a otaku, but he's not.
He's thugging. He's a true
Yeah. So he pretty much pierced his ears with like a
Safety pin.
safety pin and shit, and he has tattoos.
Because he's
Like 9
Because he was bored.
He has like lip piercings and shit. No, he does it because he's like depressed.
I thought
He
was
does it
because
because he thinks it'll make him special.
Well, no, there's all like when they do those flashbacks to him like sitting in his classroom as people just talk shit, and
Yeah.
he just like runs off and starts piercing his ears and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of fucked up. But yeah, he has a bunch of piercings and shit. But you know, Japan high school can't really do that. So when
Yeah.
he's in school, he doesn't have any of his piercings in. He doesn't show his tattoos, which is hard because he has an arm tattoo. Oh yeah, no. In America, in America, I knew girls with fucking stars on the sides of their faces and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
High school.
Oh wait, you're in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So, like, okay.
He's in a special place.
But say I've seen some like crazy shit, but like I ain't see that.
Yeah, no. Like when the star like right there was really popular. Yeah,
Mm.
but
yeah, he's completely alone throughout middle school, and then he goes to junior high, and he makes one friend, and they become like the closest friends in the world, and they're together like every day, and they're always talking, and they go to separate high schools, and he completely forgets about him
yep.
entirely. Just does not give a shit for an entire year.
Hey man,
You
gotta move on. When you meet a girl, you just gotta leave literally every single
But there was a 6-month period where he like didn't know Hori-san and still had forgotten about his best friend.
Hey man,
hold on. Okay.
gotta move on.
So, and I just realized this, but Miyamura, his when he's like dressed down dressed up, sorry, with none of the like rings, earrings or shit,
Mhm.
he looks like one of the basic create a character Japanese RPG
He
templates.
does.
Basically.
So like,
Why does he wear glasses? I forgot. Why does he wear glasses?
he has bad
Good
vision.
question.
So-
Why does he wear glasses?
He has bad
Can
vision.
you not wear contacts?
He puts in-
Man?
He puts in contacts for after school, but for some reason he has to wear his glasses at school. I don't know.
Because he's a loser.
Basically.
He
'Cause he
takes them
needs
off
to-
eventually, but like,
He needs to do his full superhero transformation in the bathroom before he can go out and bring Hori cake.
Oh yeah, and he's like the nicest dude, and he's like always giving his girl cake.
yeah, he's super cool. And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
like, she
So
just
he's
gives him
just-
shit.
And
He's
then
a
she
super
just-
nice guy.
And then
She
wants
meets him and she's like, "Oh no, you realize that I'm looking like a soccer mom." And he's like, "Oh shit, you realize that I have piercings. Don't tell people."
Mm.
Hers is more like, "Oh no, I'll be embarrassed." His is, "I don't want to be expelled."
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
I don't get why that's like such a huge thing.
it's just, yeah, it's just against the rules there. So I mean,
Like,
once
you
you
get-
like,
in some places in Japan, you get expelled for having a job.
yeah,
Wow.
no, that's most places.
Okay, I didn't know how many. I just know something.
It's pretty frequent that happens.
Damn.
Teenagers do not have jobs frequently. But yeah, so Hori invites him to her house because he broke the kid's nose, I guess. But he was like, "Here's a comic so you don't cry."
No, what happened was the kid like fell in the street, and he's just like, "Yo, you okay, kid?" And the kid's like, "Take me home."
Yeah, and then he bought her eggs.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what these characters are, and that's all they'll ever be. Now just imagine those two people awkwardly trying to fuck each other without ever getting into fucking.
Whenever he takes off his shirt, she screams, "Put it back on!"
And that's your cue to just either you have to decide if you're going to put it back on or start doing like either one of two things. If it's halfway off, start doing the Ric Flair walk shit as you take off your shirt. Or you can just start doing like humming stripper music to yourself.
Pretty much. So there are other characters in this. One of them is kind of prominent. His name's Toru, or Tuor. I can't remember how many O's were in his fucking name. He crushes on Hori-san, and he confronts Miyamura because he thinks he's dating her. And then he's like, "Yo, bruh, are you on my shit?" And he's like, "Oh, you like her?" And he's like, "No. No."
No, Baka!
And so, like, Miyamura just, like, he doesn't take any of that bullshit, and he's just like, "Yeah, you should just go ask her out." And he's like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah." So he lets her ask her out. She stays after one day, and he tells her to stay after so the guy can talk to her. And he goes home and babysits Soda, and she comes back, and he's like, "You really told him that we weren't anything?" And he's like, "Yes." And then she goes, she's just, like, giving him all the shit for the things that he described their relationship as, like Miyamura and Hori. And he's just like, "So, how did you respond to his, like, request to go out?" She's like, "Oh, I turned him down. It was nothing." "But seriously, you said that we were just friends?"
And you know what that scene should have ended with? Her walking out, and then just in the distance, "Not even a hand job!"
Oh, God. This fucking manga.
Not even a hand job.
Yeah, but like, after that point...
That needs to be the title of this podcast.
Alright, I'm cool with that. Not even a hand job cast.
Yep.
You know
No, I mean just this one specifically. Horimiya, not even a hand job.
Yep. But from that
Yeah.
point on, Toru and Miyamura become best friends, and somehow things are not awkward between Toru and fucking Hori, and they just all start hanging out.
Dude, did you see the part about with the fist fight though?
Which, yeah. Between
Yeah.
Miyamura and Toru.
Yeah, they have a fist fight, and then I think Miyamura wins.
Yeah, Miyamura beats the shit out of him.
He
But,
comes
like-
out comes out just covered in blood. It'd be great. That's where this needs to take a hard turn into Sekaioni.
Blood
Yep.
for the blood god. Rape for the rape girl.
But he elbows him in the face so hard he dies. Picks up Hori-san. All right, let's get this going.
Mm-hmm.
I got a year's worth of cake to pound out.
My favorite thing about that, though, is, like, both of them are just fighting over, like, "Why are you not fucking her, dude? Why are you not fucking her? I don't know." It's like, both of these dudes need to get their
And then
dicks
they're
wet
like,
so
wait a second,
hard.
why are we fighting? Wait a minute. Why are we in this manga?
Yeah. And then there are the other characters that come in that are completely ridiculous and have no purpose.
There's the chick friend who's kind of
Who
stupid.
Who looks exactly the same as Hori-san.
Yugahara or something like that.
Yeah,
Crappy
she
doesn't give a shit. Doesn't matter.
she really wants to fuck Miyamura, but as
We've
earring Miyamura. So Shin Miyamura, I guess.
he transformed basically.
Yeah,
Sure.
I guess I'm gonna call him Shin Miyamura.
Mm.
So yeah, so she really wants to do it with that Miyamura, but she doesn't know that it's the other one. She thinks it's like her cousin or something.
Yep.
Because I guess it would be kind of a weird explanation. So like, hey, why is this guy just at your house at like 4 in the morning on a Wednesday?
He needs to give a cake. Oh yeah.
Cake. You need your morning cake.
Cake.
How did you win her heart? I was outside her window at 2 in the morning screaming cake.
So, how did you end up fucking her? Oh, well, for another 2 years I brought her cake until one day I just got sick of hearing her bullshit and shoved cheesecake up her vagina.
What the fuck, dude?
Great job
Now,
there.
see,
the
see,
fuck?
the way the story actually ends is I went through, I did this for 2.5 years, and then one day I just snapped and killed her.
And I was like, why am I giving this girl cake if she keeps complaining? Who gives
Fucked your
anybody
corpse.
cake and they keep complaining? Like, who does, like...
You can't complain if somebody gives you cake.
And
It's a
just
rule.
like,
It's called
and
biting the hand that feeds you, and then there's like cold stabbing the eyes out.
See, most people, when you
And-
give them free food, they'll be like, oh my god, I worship you forever. This bitch is just like, so where's tomorrow's?
yeah, what are you bringing me tomorrow? What are you gonna
Bitch.
buy for my little brother?
Oh my god, I don't want to see your face. Just leave the cake on the goddamn doorstep.
God, that is what happens.
Also, play with Soda-kun, but not inside of my house, and don't come anywhere near me.
Oh no, I'm
He's
once
basically
again
a
I'm
living
sick
maid.
and
He's literally a slave who doesn't even get food.
Make the curry while I sit on my bed and cry.
yeah no. At one point she's just like she passes out because she's sick, and he's just like, oh, your little brother called me and said that you were dying. So I skipped school, rushed, and came over.
That's literally
Then
what he
ca-
says.
Then yeah, came, took you to your bed, started making you food and shit like that. Then you yelled at me, and then I kneeled down and just was like, I want to do this. I love you, and then just stood up and walked away.
Because he thought she was asleep, and then she's like, I actually heard that. What do I do? It's like, you don't do anything! You just don't!
And okay, so I read past that point too because that's where we ended. It literally, like the next 8 chapters are her going, I don't know what to do. What do I do?
God
Do I do
damn
the
it.
do?
How does she have 2 guys crushing over her?
I don't know. And then there's like another chick that comes in who wants to do the other guy, the friend guy.
Toru?
Yeah, the nerd girl, nerdlinger.
Oh yeah, her. I saw her briefly at like the chapter 20.
Yeah, nerdlinger. She's not even a character, honestly.
She just appears briefly.
Yeah, no, I mean she shows up a lot towards the end when I'm skipping through here, but
But like, who cares?
yeah.
She's probably not gonna fuck him, right?
I mean, I assume this all I've never read any of these to the end, like any manga like this to the end. I assume everyone ends with like a big fuck scene, right?
I hope.
I was imagining it ends with him buying her a wedding ring and her like stealing it and pawning it off.
No, you know what happens? He buys her a wedding ring, puts it in the cake, she eats, and she goes, "Why are you looking at me like that? You idiot! Why aren't you embarrassed?"
No, you know what would happen?
Then she vomits it out and pawns
That
it.
what ends up happening is he buys her a ring, and then he's like, "All right, it's my 2 months of my salary," and it's just he gives it to her, and it's a ring pop. She's like, "What's this?" And he's like, "I work at a cake store. You eat all my cake."
I have no money. None of us have money because you've eaten us out of our business.
Every goddamn day.
Do you understand how much these cakes cost to make?
He's not even bringing over like a slice of cake. He's bringing over full gourmet cakes. And shit.
Yeah. Like, his parents are making those too, not
Like,
just
those
him.
Are, like, my mother's a chef. Those are like
Those are expensive.
$100 cakes
Yeah.
daily.
Jesus.
My mother would kill me. My mother would like actually stab me to death.
It's like every day it's limoncello made with the finest liqueur from 1922, and she's just like, so, not as good today. Gonna need better next time. Maybe 1921.
You know what scene I'm waiting for is the scene where they like this obviously has to happen, where it's all of them sitting in a room just getting fucking lit
Yes.
because it happens in every one of these series, and I want to see what these shit characters do with it.
And then
Okay,
like,
Hori's gonna
all-
yell and scream and freak out, and Miyamura's gonna sit there and be like, bruh. Toru's gonna be like, I should fuck her. But he's gonna sit there and be all hazy and shit.
Glasses Girl is gonna start stripping.
Yeah, Sengoku's gonna cry. Soda's gonna be like, why is everyone freaking out and shit? I'm gonna read my comic books, okay?
Hori's gonna steal the bottles and pawn them off.
Yes.
What? Where are you getting the pawn thing?
I hate it.
You know she's a cheap bitch.
Seriously. Yes.
But like,
And then
bottles?
Pigtail Girl's gonna cheat with everyone in the party. She's going to fuck literally everyone there and Hori-san while she's asleep.
Which one's Pigtail Girl?
The one that cheats on Sengoku. She's the one that Hori-san tells off.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about her.
Yeah, she's dating
Wow,
Sengoku that
those
entire
are two
time.
characters I completely forgot about.
Yeah, she's totally worthless as a person.
Like every other
Yeah.
character in this manga.
The one who's just really bad at her job, and that's her
Yeah.
entire character. She can't be good at student council, and she's
Yeah,
on
she
student
like
council.
she drops her shit and she tells the dude to throw out the important binder. It's like, why would you throw that out? Just pick it up. Just take it with you in
Yeah.
case it's important, asshole.
About that.
Who just throws away binders.
Like
That
what
was really
the fuck?
weird.
And she tries to blame it on some other person. Like, did you forget about that? Did you really forget about that 2 seconds ago? Bitch. Then she cheats on her boyfriend.
I mean, you might as well go for like
Ne-
full Monty.
She's the only one that's getting any in this manga.
She's also the only character who's actually like seems like an actual human being, which is terrible.
Yeah, just a bad one.
Yeah, which is
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what I mean.
I-
Who's paying this writer?
I feel like this is the best example of this manga's art here too, right here
Here we go. Here we go. Yep.
on the top left page. I don't know why, but I kind of love that stupid shit look.
Yep. That's everyone in this manga.
Yep.
Do, 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 do.
And the person below him is like every reader, like, what the fuck is going on?
The page just like isn't loading.
Oh, that's because your internet's so.
So yeah, that's Horimiya. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next week we're reading something that's not terrible. I think maybe. I don't
What
know.
are we reading?
I don't know. Kraken, Steve,
Ne-
Rise, and Cole.
Next week, we're you know what, fuck it, we're reading Gangsta still
Cool.
Wait, no.
because we're gonna.
Are we reading Friday?
No, we're not changing the order of it. Fuck you. We're reading Gangsta.
No.
You haven't even chosen the chapter numbers for it. We're reading Gangsta.
I'm gonna just look and see if he's correct.
We're reading Gangsta.
It is in fact gang. No, it's not.
He added that in later and hasn't even chosen chapters for it yet. We're reading Gangsta.
Oh, you
Chapter
bitch.
one-
Ba, 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 da,
Well,
da.
guess what's
chapter 1
happening
through
now?
20.
Oh, it's down at the bottom. It's down at the bottom of the Google Doc.
Like, we can literally just put it right after Gangsta once we choose chapters for it. We're reading
Alright.
chapter 1 through 20 of Gangsta. The end.
Alright,
It is
after
written,
that,
it
we're
is
reading
recorded.
And after that, we're reading Warati Tatsumoro-san.
I don't give a fuck. It's gangsta. Gangsta time. Alright, so ratings.
Gangsta. Oh yeah, ratings. Let's rate this.
0 out of 10.
On the shoujo scale, it gets a 6 out of 10. On normal manga scale, it gets a 4 out of
It
10.
gets a 0 out of 10 because you just shouldn't read it. It has
Okay.
He's needlessly complainy.
Am I
That's
really?
his thing.
I mean,
Yeah, no, you are
at this
honestly
point,
needlessly complaining.
I literally cannot see a single redeeming factor for this manga.
It's, I mean, it's sexual frustration if you're into that sort of thing.
Like, I'm not even joking. There's 0. Okay, how about a 1 out of 10?
Once
'cause
again-
If you are a confused teenager, maybe like 11 to 14, and you are female...
No, okay. What this honestly is this someone who doesn't understand how a rating scale works?
No, I
Like,
understand how my rating scale is...
this is the same thing when that shitty zombie game came out. Gaiba and everything, everyone gave that a 0 out of 10 when that was just a 4.
That game actually didn't. When I played it, it didn't work. So I actually couldn't beat the game.
No, Slaughtering Grounds deserves a 0 out of 10. Air Control deserves a 0 out of 10. That, I don't even know.
Legitimately, the camera was so bad, I legitimately couldn't finish the game. Because I couldn't see the boss.
0 out of 10s are reserved for games that aren't even games.
That don't work.
10,
they
exactly.
don't.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that literally don't work. You cannot play it.
Beat it.
You cannot play it.
Air Control is a 0 out of 10.
If a boss goes off screen as part of his moveset,
Okay.
he was supposed to do that, and I couldn't beat him.
Then move differently.
No, we can't control the camera.
I played that game.
No, the fat baby boss.
Yeah, no.
He would
It's
go off
shitty,
screen.
but it's not a 0 out of 10. It's like a 4.
It's like
What this is someone who's needlessly
Right,
complaining.
so, hate to interrupt this discussion about fucking ratings, but it's time for mine. I give this, on a shoujo scale, about a 5 out of 10. It's not even great shoujo, I just think it's alright. On a regular manga scale, I give it a 3 out of 10, simply because it's not bad enough to warrant, like, laughing at it, and it's not good at all,
that would make
really.
me fucking laugh at it. Okay,
It's just
on the
mediocre.
shoujo scale, I give it a 10 out of 10. On the regular manga scale, I give it a 3 out of 10.
What is wrong with
Yeah,
you?
no, his opinions don't really matter. He doesn't have real opinions.
Nah.
Right.
This was like the hardest thing to read. This was harder to read than freaking erotic fairy tales.
No,
At
it's
least-
not.
This is the hardest thing I've had to read so far.
Erotic Fairy Tales was the worst manga I've read.
At least I was
So
able to
many
read it
people
all in one
were mad at you.
one sitting. This I couldn't even do it. I legitimately, physically couldn't do it. It actually, like,
It took me about 5 days to read 6 chapters.
manga
It's hard.
this manga
it's hard.
has made me question my own life.
Did it make you question your sexuality as well?
No, I didn't do that.
No. Well, maybe you should.
Yeah. That's much nicer than what I was thinking, because when you said question my own life, I was like, maybe you should off yourself.
No, I mean, question my own life and, like, how I view other human beings. Because now I kind of hate them a little bit more.
I hate these human beings. Love the chicks from last manga we read.
I don't know what the last one we
What
read.
did we even read?
The thing with the demon.
Sekai Oni.
Oh.
Oh, no, before that, sorry.
But say, do you really like those people? Like,
No, I hate those people too.
Like,
I was talking about the kid that was the demon kid with the horn.
Rappai Rangai.
Yeah, that.
Here's
His
the
servants
world
are
thing about The
awesome.
one girl we all didn't like, the one who didn't have anything, she was the only character who was actually a human being.
No, not
Yeah.
really. She just wasn't
No,
a
because she actually
thing.
like had other things besides, oh, I want the D. She was like, I have other shit in my life.
I mean, but she didn't talk about it. She was just there.
Exactly. She's like a normal human being. Like, oh, I have a job to do. I'm gonna do my job. That's kind of it.
Yeah, but
Well,
she wasn't a good character.
She didn't even have... Hers wasn't like, I have a job to do, I'm going to do my job. It was, I have a job to do, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. Just gonna sit here.
She's just like you, Zach.
Hey man, I effectively not do my job. I don't do my job so well that they give me awards.
So what was the award? Firing?
Bonuses.
Like,
They gave me like a dollar
They
raise.
give them awards that like are actually tangible.
Yeah, no. I'm always in like the top like 10 people on the floor because I just don't do my job very well.
Wow.
Which kind of makes you think, what would happen if you actually tried? Would you be like, be the president of the company?
Oh yeah, no. I would own every building. Like
Oh yes, our Lord and Savior Zachary Blake.
if I ever came in there sober, oh my god. Shit would get so done.
Okay,
man,
so
kids,
so
don't
this
be
has
like
been
us.
Horimiya.
Don't be like us.
This has
Read
been
gang-
Horimiya.
We're reading Gangsta next week. It's good.
Don't be
Bye.
like them either.
We'll be reading Gangs of New York next week, set in Japan.
No, it's not.
I don't think it's like that,
It's
but I gotta say, I did like that movie.
yeah.
Haven't seen it.
What?
Haven't seen it.
Stop making references to things you don't know about.
No.
Yes. You're gonna end up being like
No, I'm
Seth
good.
MacFarlane. Do you really want to be like Seth MacFarlane?
There's been about 8, actually, this podcast.
Do you really want to be Family Guy?
No. Not really.
You're getting there. You're
I'm
becoming-
sorry. Fuck Seth MacFarlane.
McFarlane. the Farlane.
Seth McDrives in the far lane going 25.
Those people die.
Yeah, they do. Mostly.
Like, they actually just die. Because that's how you get in a car accident. Also, kids, don't do that.
Are we still recording?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Bye,
well-
everybody.
Peace.
Bye.